Okay, so this is the famous Bondo that they use for car dents and car repairs. Car bodymen use it for repairs, but it has other uses. And in the painting world, we use it sometimes for casings and wood repair. If there's a chunk of wood rot, we can fill it out with Bondo. We can reform profiled casings. And today, the flooring guys cut the door jambs too high with the casings and it just doesn't look great. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna flush fill it with Bondo and sand in the profile a little bit, paint it up, and she'll look good as new. Well, my name's Drizzy and I'm helping Lee here on a special edition. We're going to be fixing this casing here and we're using Bondo. So what I want to do, it's new flooring. We've been using for taping off our flooring everywhere this delicate yellow frog tape, which is great. So we know it's going to pull off nicely, won't damage the floor. But what I'm going to do for this repair is I'm going to make a little bed so that I can Bondo onto it. And then I can use a utility knife and carefully cut the profile. I can sand down. I'm going to double layer it actually, and so I can Bondo down to the repair, and we'll cut it away as required after, but it will protect the floor from getting Bondo and having to clean that up and whatnot. So we're gonna be mixing up the Bondo here, and it is a two-part epoxy with catalyst that we add, and it gets hard and you know, you don't want it on your hands. So we're gonna use some good solid gloves here. All right, so here we go. We open the Bondo and this is the actual Bondo part. It looks like goopy gray paste. It's good to use plastic trowels because if you use your good metal knives, putty knives, the Bondo, once you mix the catalyst, gets stuck all over it. It's hard to remove. These plastic ones, it cracks right off the plastic. And these are actually Bondo brand smoothing blades. Because once you get sort of the working amount that you want, you open up the catalyst and, oh, it used to be red. This is blue catalyst, new to me. And what you do is you basically do one strip enough through the thing, one strip through, and then you thoroughly mix it up, and you only have about a 10 to 15 minute working time once the catalyst is activated. So you fully got to stir this guy up, knead it back and forth.
Why did you get into Bondo? Like, when did you start first using it? Who taught you how to use it, and what do you use it for?
It was back when I first started painting many years ago, and what we would use it for is if we were doing exterior wood repair where it was going to be a hassle to have a carpenter come repair like one part of rot when there was something else we could do. We would clear out any loose wood, rotten wood, and load it up with Bondo, or to reform exterior profiled columns and stuff. That's when I started. An old timer paint contractor got me into it one time, and the car guys use it, and why can't we use it? And it paints up perfect, so here we go. We only have so much working time with this mixed Bondo, so I'm gonna get some and basically come up to it. We're gonna flush it in.
Oh.
Is that flushing it? All right. Don't want to do this too many times, so.
So you're just trying to fill the cavity and everything.
Fill the cavity, yeah. Oop.
So we just take a rag and just kind of wipe off any excess.
Yeah, smooth it out so sanding's gonna be easier, but that's flushed off right there. And we will be able to sand that all into the profile. After, I think we'll leave it at that. Make sure that this cavity is really flushed off.
Oh yeah. I see what you're doing there.
It's already hardening up. There, that's...
Now, can you reapply this a second time? Like, so when this sets up, and say you had any gaps or any more filling, would you Bondo again? Or would you sort of sand and then Bondo, or what do you think?
At this point, we've done a pretty good job at filling the gap. So we would sand the profile and honestly paint and see what it looks like, and then we could do our normal thing. We could use a lighter compound that's quicker to work with. We could use our Dino Patch over what we didn't like. I think at this point we'll be able to sand and get a close profile right to the ground of the profile of this casing. Okay, well, I just scraped this off. This is literally less than 5 minutes from us. That's how much it's hardening up. We'll come back and show you a quick shot after, but just clean these up a bit. That's why we use plastic. Metal would be very hard and you gotta scrape it off, but you know, it's the catalyst is already having its hardening effect. See, coming right off. That was Goop City before. So here we are back at our repair we did with the Bondo. It's had over an hour to set up. So it gets really hard. So we're gonna start out here with a DeWalt multi-tool with a sanding head on it and see what happens. All right, yeah, that's nice and hard. A little soft there, but it should be fine. Let's just give it a whirl here. I'm detailing it. I have a hand sander too that I'll spend more time, but that is hard and flush. Once we get that fully detailed in, we'll be ready to give it a little paint and you will never see that gap was there. Okay, so we did a lot of sanding here with the DeWalt multi-tool with the detail sanding head on it. It's not perfect, but I mean, these are old casings. It's rock hard and it really has taken care of the gap. The tape on the floor was good protection. Where it's sealed in here, I want to do a careful score on the bottom. Wrap it around a bit. Still a bit of work to do, but there we go.
So you were saying if the line's not perfect, you can kind of cheat it with caulking later too, after you sort of put some paint on it, or?
Correct.
Yeah.
So I've vacuumed up the dust and this is the final bits. And
oh wow, the tape made a big difference.
The floor really was protected there.
All right, a big thanks to Drizzy for helping me fill the cavity between the floor and the bottom of this casing. You're going to run into stuff like this, folks. This stuff happens all the time. And it's nice to know a guy that has all kinds of tricks and hacks and has just been around the block. There's no shame in asking if you don't know. There's always something to learn every day. The aim of this video isn't really to show you how to paint this. I'm just showing you what's possible on the right side of this casing, and I'll pan out and I'll show you the left side, but really the aim of it wasn't to show you painting. It was to show you how Bondo can fix a problem with rotten wood or a space. Thank you for watching. Good luck on your projects.